This information is meant to promote industry best practices by towing and roadside industry professionals. This information is not intended to serve as a substitute for a company's own training, experience, or judgment. It is the viewer's job to evaluate the accuracy of any information found here.
Today we're going to talk about frameless window lockouts. Before you get started on any lockout, there's a couple things that you want to make sure that you do. There's a couple things you want to make sure that you do not want to do. And let's start with the do nots. Do not set any tools on top of the customer's car. It could damage the vehicle. Customers get upset with that, and it's something that's just bad practice. So make sure we don't set tools on top of customers' cars. Another thing you also want to make sure that you do is ensure that the customer has proper access to the vehicle, meaning that they have the right to access the inside of the car. You want to make sure you do not unlock a vehicle for someone who doesn't have the proper authority to be inside of that vehicle. How do you do that? Ask for ID. A photo ID would be great. If they say the ID is inside the vehicle, then there's some ways to work around that. If you unlock the vehicle, ask them to retrieve the ID, show it to you to validate that yes, in fact, they do have access to that vehicle. Another thing you want to make sure of is to check for any prior unrelated damage. We want to make sure that you don't get blamed for something that you did not do. Look for any type of scratches, any type of marks, any types of dents that are on the car before. Check the glass. Make sure there's no damage to the glass, no chips on the edges. Make sure the weather stripping is in good shape. If it's not, please make sure that you document using whatever means of recording that you have. Paper documentation, have the customer sign it. Make sure you take some digital photographs of it because a picture says 1,000 words. So frameless windowed vehicles are a little special in that the window does not have a metal frame that adds the increased strength around the upper door. One of the main pieces that you'll need is what's called a Glassman wedge. The Glassman wedge actually creates a void between the window and the weather stripping. To ensure that the Glassman wedge is inserted into the door cavity without damaging the weather stripping, get yourself a plastic insert. What you want to do is go ahead and curve yourself an edge up here, slide it inside the door. Make sure you grab and catch that inner weather stripping. Once your plastic insert is between the glass and the inner weather stripping, it creates a nice foundation for the wedge to be slid between the glass and that plastic, so that way your long reach tool can go inside the cavity of the vehicle for the unlock procedure. So I'm going to go ahead and put my safety glasses on. Go ahead and take your Glassman wedge. You start sliding it in between the door glass and the plastic insert. If you'll notice, the top of the glass is originally tucked up underneath this molding. As you slowly wedge that Glassman tool in between the glass window and the plastic wedge, you'll see that the rear corner of the door glass protrudes past its original location, giving you that optimal opportunity to go ahead and insert your long reach tool into the Glassman tool for ease of operation to unlock the vehicle via the handle, door lock knob, or switch. So after you've successfully unlocked the vehicle using your long reach tool, every car is going to be a little bit different, but on this particular vehicle, the door handle, after it's pulled, will actually open the car door and you'll hear a little pop. You want to make sure that you keep your body up against the door so that way all your tools don't fall on the ground and potentially scratch the vehicle on its way down. Go ahead and grab the handle. You've got a hold of all your tools, open the door, and you've got everything that you need right here. It's just taking those few extra steps that can create a great customer experience. Make sure you gather up all your tools, put them back in your truck, and you're ready for the next one.